So basically, Maximilian Büsser, he's been working in the watch industry for many years already. So he's been working 7 years at Jaeger-LeCoultre and then 7 years at Harry Winston. And then at some point, he decided to create his own brand because he was angry towards the watch industry and angry towards himself because he felt like he sold out his soul to the market and that he was producing, you know, watches for the market. People want to have this kind of piece, I create these kind of pieces. And he felt like he needed to create something that he believes in. So something, you know, a piece that he would like, something that he would like on his wrist, and something that he, basically what he believes in. You have no regrets in life, right? So basically for about 15 years, he was creating those, you know, three-dimensional timepieces, unconventional timepieces, because that's what he liked, that's what he believes in. And at the beginning it was quite difficult, but now we are quite established since 15 years. Yeah. And after 15 years, where he's been creating for himself, so he was a bit selfish in a way and, you know, personal, like those pieces that I like and I don't care if the market likes it or not. He finally decided to create a piece for someone else. So this legacy machine that we are presenting today, it's basically the first machine that Max is creating for someone else. Before that, it was always the pieces that he likes. And basically, so this piece here, he decided to create for the woman in his life, because in Max's family, if you look around him, he's got his mother, who unfortunately passed away about a year ago, his wife, and his two daughters. So his father passed away many years ago, so in his family and like his surrounding is exclusively women. So he decided, okay, I should create something for the woman I love and for my family, the woman in my life, you know. But it was very difficult for him to create something for a woman because he doesn't know what a woman wants, and he's lost this reflex of creating for someone else, what he used to do 15 years ago. So there was a lot of questions, he tried many things, but it's quite difficult to do. And then he decided, don't try to create something for somebody else, but try to create something that embodies the qualities that I love in my wife, in my mother. And so basically, both his wife and mother and daughters are very energetic and very elegant. So that's what he said, I should create something that is at the same time very energetic and very elegant. And that's how we ended up with this piece.
Yeah, it's precious. I think, you know, this 3D structure that you have here, it's insane.
So, as you can see, you know the tourbillon. So you have a tourbillon in the center, which is 100 hours power reserve. It was constructed as a pillar. Because it really shows that the women are the pillar in Maximilian's family, and that women in general are the pillar of humanity. So that was very important, and to keep this elegant aspect, he removed all the bridges and really tried to have it as simple as possible, but in this three-dimensional aspect.
And he put there a jewel.
Exactly. So basically, we are presenting today 3 different pieces. I will show you the 2 other ones later, all with diamonds. And that was a big discussion internally, because many people said, of course, many people said you should do a version, you know, without diamond, and then some men would buy the piece, and for you economically it would be more smart to do it this way. But we really wanted people to understand this is a woman watch. We wanted the message to be clear to everyone, this is a woman watch, and we don't want to do a unisex watch. So that's why we decided to have the diamond on the piece. There is this diamond on top of the tourbillon, and then the diamond on the case.
But isn't it, because of the structure, very you must take so much care that you don't break the glass? Because
it is very difficult. You know,
looks fragile.
Exactly. All the pieces we do are always very difficult. Yeah. So this part I was coming to it.
The sun of his life.
Exactly. So all the women in his life are very solar. So the sun, if I can show you, if you just have it move a little bit, it's beautiful when
I moved it.
Yeah.
It's gold. The sun.
The coated gold. Let me just check for that. It's definitely not gold. I think it's coated gold. You have all the technical details here for the rotor.
Crazy.
Line to below.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's coated gold.
I think
should be if you wanna.
Okay, now we come to the price.
Okay, so we have 3 different editions that I'm gonna show you. So this one is the black lacquer edition. This one is 108,000 plus VAT, Swiss franc. And then we have this piece here.
Wow.
Is the full pavé.
Crazy.
This piece is 135,000 plus VAT.
Sparkling, glimmering.
And I have the last edition.
Kriegst du gar nicht so eingefangen, den Glanz hier auf diesen krass.
And this one, the last edition, which is the Baguette Diamond set.
Baguette?
So this one, yes, this one is 298,000 plus VAT.
1908,000.
19? This
19.
one? 298, yes, 298, yep.
298.
Yep.
Krass, der Baguette.
Okay.
For women,
I
absolutely
think
beautiful.
I saw all 3.
All of them are beautiful, but
Yes.
and then this one you can see that the dial is slightly different. Usually it's a white one, but you
Okay.
can also have it a black one for the contrast, you know.
You know, I can understand completely what you said at the beginning, that he made designs that would fit his mood, for himself.
Exactly.
And because we got on our own brand, and we're designing watches, and every time that people ask me why did you design this, I tell them that I designed it for me.
Exactly.
And then when I'm finished, I try to find other people that like my design like me, and so I can completely understand
exactly the
fact.
philosophy that we have,
Yeah.
and especially that Max had. So at the beginning, he didn't want to be a marketeer. You know, most of the brands, they are just interested by double-digit growth.
Yeah, and
So
this
he
is
wanted to-
real passion.
Exactly.
This is real passion.
and that's what's so unique about our brand. If you want men watch, this one is the one. So
The one.
basically, yes,
Ta-da!
this one is HM6 Final Edition.
Look like a spaceship.
It looks like a spaceship, and it is a spaceship. So the inspiration for this watch came from the spaceships of Captain Future.
Yes,
you know the manga?
okay.
That's
What's the name of the spaceship? I know in French it
don't.
was.
I was too
I
too
don't
young.
remember, but
I looked it, but I was
he was
too
a big
young.
fan actually of Captain Future. So you can see in many of our pieces. Also, this one is the Astro Arch. You know the axis that he's got, and this piece was inspired by the spaceship of this Captain Future. And basically, why is it called Final Edition? It means that it's closing the series. This piece we launched in 2014, but at MB&F we talk in movements. Each year we create a new movement, right?
every year.
Every year we have a new movement coming out. Either it's an horological machine, like this one, or a legacy machine, the round shape, like the one I showed you before. And so this piece, when we presented in 2014, we said up front, we're gonna create 100 movement. That's it. So the first edition came out in...
Finish is finished.
Finish is finish.
Okay.
So we first started with 50 titanium edition. Then we did 18 rose gold edition. Then we did a sapphire vision. It was all sapphire. It was 2 edition of 10. Then there was Alien Nation with the sculptures inside the movement. It was beautiful, but it was only 4 edition. And we had 8 movement left. And with those 8 movement left, we created this final edition.
So this is a rotor, the winding.
Exactly, but you also have one in the back. So these 2 turbines are to regulate the rotor which is in the back.
Ah, okay.
And so basically this piece,
Krass.
it really reflects the mentality of MB&F. So when we created, you know, when we launch a new movement, it's about 4 or 5 years of research development because it's
know.
very complicated from the inside, but very complicated from the outside. So it's millions of
it's not
investment.
standard,
Exactly. So a lot of investment, a lot of time, and then after 5 years, when finally we have the piece coming out, we say it's upfront 100 movement and that's it. because we want to stay a
All
small.
this working for 100 movements.
Exactly. Any other brand would try to, you know, create a lot of movements to amortize those costs.
Yes.
But that's not what we do, because we produce only 200 pieces per year. So if you keep producing the old watches, you don't have time to create a new one. And we want to stay very creative. Max Büsser wants to stay very creative. So he said, I cannot keep doing this one, even though there is a high demand for this movement, because I want to create new stuff. Each year a new movement. And because we don't want to grow...
How many people work for you?
25.
Not more?
No. So total we are 25.
Watch workers?
5.
5?
Yes. So at the beginning it was less, but now we try to produce as much as possible inside, in-house, because we had some problems in the past. You know, sometimes you work with a component guy who is doing all the components for you, but then suddenly a big brand is buying this company, and then
stay there.
We cannot work anymore. So that's why we try to do everything in-house.
Can you?
Yeah.
And so basically, this piece, 100 movement, and that's it. And so this one is the final edition. It's limited to 8 pieces. This one only 8 pieces on the
Now we
market.
came to the price.
So this one is 268,000. 268. Let me just double check. 210. Sorry, 210,000 plus VAT.
And I see the rotor look like this one. Huh?
Exactly, but this one is the full axe. This one is only half a axe.
Half axe.
This one is the full one, so as you can see. So yeah, 210,000 limited to 8 pieces plus VAT. And this one, so this one is HM8, this one is HM6, and this one came slightly earlier. And so the specialty about this piece versus the other HM6, it's a stainless steel case. We've added some grooves on the case, you know, to accentuate this biomorphic design. The color of the dial is new. It used to be black and now it's this very nice blue. And then the extra large dome on top of the tourbillon to really have a better view of the tourbillon.
One question. Yep. All of these parts, this wristwatch, you made for self? You made it in your factory or you buy it?
No, we make most of our pieces, but we are always very open to tell the world who we are working with.
Yeah.
So on each piece, you have this list here of everyone helping us for this project. Because basically that's very important for us. MB&F means Max Büsser and friends.
Yes.
All right. So that's because for Max, it's important to tell the world that it's not only Max Büsser who created this watch. Without all the friends around us, it would be impossible to have such a piece. And before, you know, a lot of brands, they work with small artisans and they tell them, don't tell anyone that you work with us because we are telling the world that we create everything in-house. Which is not fair because those guys are doing an incredible
no one is doing
job.
it. No, everyone is working with others.
But that's why for us it's super important, and that's why it's even in the name of the brand. Because we want to tell the world that without those guys doing this incredible job, we could never exist. We couldn't create those watches.